Hey guys, it's Phantom here, and in today's video I am going to be going over the Scroll of Fortune and pretty much just explaining, in my opinion, why it is not worth it and why King's Isle ultimately failed when they made it. So obviously I'm pretty sure most players in this game are familiar with the Scroll of Fortune, this little thing right here. You know, whenever you go up into the special event tab, usually you'll have an event going on, but then pretty much almost always there will be a Scroll of Fortune as well. And if you guys don't know what this is, pretty much the Scroll of Fortune kind of functions as a battle pass would in other games. So pretty much you have to build up these special event points by, of course, doing these special events. So the Beast Moon Hunt, for example, would be one such event where you could earn points, and then the more points you earn, obviously the more rewards you can get. These rewards can range from just an absolute plethora of different items. So there's like elixirs, there is, you know, different pieces of cosmetic gear, there's Beast Moon reagents, etc, etc. A lot of different stuff that you can get from the Scroll of Fortune as a result of obtaining those points. So it is a lot like a battle pass. So obviously you do have the that's not the right event, but you do have the free tiers, obviously, and then of course the premium tiers as well. So if you guys actually did want to buy the Scroll of Fortune, it would cost you 7,500 crowns. That's only if you have membership though. 15k if you actually, you know, want to buy this without a membership, although I don't really know why you would. And you'd pretty much get to purchase all of the premium tiers, which have quote-unquote better rewards. And the reason why I say quote-unquote better rewards is because I just really don't think any of the rewards inside of the Scroll of Fortune are very good at all. Nothing here is really that worth going for, in my opinion. There's only really a few select rare items that I would think like someone might actually purchase the Scroll of Fortune, you know, just because they want certain items in this like nobody actually wants everything from the Scroll of Fortune, which is kind of what I'm trying to get at. Like most of these items, they're not very good. I mean, you got gold, for example, here. There's a big bushel of apples, that's a housing item right there, and most of these, like Decathlon Life Rune Pack, you're not really gonna want to be seeking these out, you know, much less spending money for them. So if you guys couldn't already tell by the introduction of this video, I'm not really that big on the Scroll of Fortune. I'm personally not really a fan of this thing. Ever since it actually did come out, the first one came out in like, I want to say 2019 or something like that, and believe it or not, my channel was up and running back then, and I did make a video kind of just explaining, you know, expressing my opinion, more like basically stating that I didn't think the Scroll of Fortune was very worth it. And I'm sorry to say that not really much has changed since then. The Scroll of Fortune just really is not that good. The main items that are offered inside of the Fortune itself have really kind of stayed the same throughout all these years, and that really does disappoint me. So at the end of the day, the issue at hand here is that the Scroll of Fortune simply is not worth it. 7,500 crowns, like that is a pretty decent amount of crowns in my opinion. I'm just guessing like a lot of players right off the bat don't really have access to the kind of money that it costs to purchase these crowns. And of course you would really think though that they'd be using those crowns for kind of a little bit more necessary things inside of this game, like stuff in the crown shop, maybe like packs, etc., maybe certain mounts and stuff like that. But no one really wants to spend their crowns on the Scroll of Fortune, or at least in my experience, I have not really met someone who actually does want to spend their crowns on this. And honestly, for good reason. Like I said before, 7,500 crowns is a pretty decent amount just right off the bat. That's like a full-ass mount right there, maybe two. And then 15k for people who don't actually have membership. Like, I feel like that is just absolutely crazy, and when you really do think about it, that's like as much as some of these pets, seriously, or I guess like a few of these pets. And these pets are wildly overpriced. So when you're just like offering kinds of items like these, I'm just gonna go ahead and go through like the entire Scroll of Fortune. I mean, you guys can like gauge whether it is worth it or not, but basically I want to just kind of go through it to pretty much prove my point in the fact that it's just not that good. So tier 1, 15 spell elements. I mean, that's like whatever. It's a decent amount of spell elements, but spell elements at the end of the day, I don't really want to buy into it. You got gold, that's a gold. I mean, come on. Lunari, it's like whatever. Some people don't even play Beast Moon. Gold boost elixir, not exactly the best. Then you got some Beast Moon seeds, which like one Beast Moon seed isn't gonna make the difference at all. 3 reagents from Mega Reagents. This is just, I mean, come on, guys. Like, they're just clowning on us, I feel like, with some of these items right here. What's this one? Croc Time Limes. My god, this is, holy fuck, this item was relevant, what, like a couple months ago or something like that, back during the summer. And then, yeah, you get some, like, previews at some of the new stuff that is coming to the game, which is, like, kind of cool. Although, I just wish these mounts weren't 7-day. There has never been, I don't think, a permanent mount that has been included in the Scroll of Fortune, and I think that is a real injustice to the players of this game, and especially those who do try to participate in the Scroll of Fortune. So, you got your preview right there. 2 snacks for Mega Snacks, like, come on, dude. Beast Moon reagents, gold. I mean, you guys kind of get the point already. More Beast Moon reagents. Yeah, once in a while they throw in some housing items, and then there are some idols as well for Beast Moon. More Lunari for Beast Moon. XP boost elixir, blah 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 blah. I'm just gonna go through like each item right here. Like life rune pack. Like who the fuck wants this? Like why would someone drop 15k? Granted, most people probably do have membership, I'm guessing. If you're buying the Scroll of Fortune, you probably do have extra money to spend. And then they give you 1 pack. This is like one of the most valuable items in the Scroll of Fortune, and it is worth a grand total of 399 crowns. And that's just, oh my god, I just hate it. I just hate it so much because the total value of all of the items, in my opinion, just does not equate to the price at all. Okay, so let's just keep going here. We've got the cosmetic armor set that, you know, is pretty much in every single Scroll of Fortune. So I guess it's a farmer's set for fall, of course. And then here is one of like the only things, one of the only subcategories of the Scroll of Fortune that I think is worth it, at least sometimes. In this case, I don't think it's worth it at all because you can literally go ahead and get this jewel from, I believe, the Death Jewel pack. So, what the fuck are you doing? Like, come on, I honestly thought there was gonna be like a Kroger jewel or something like that, but I was even more disappointed when I opened up the little tab right here because it's a Wrath of Hades Onyx. Why would someone, like, come on, this isn't that useful of an item at the end of the day. It's cool nonetheless, but you can just get this pretty easily. It's not that rare. So, I know that I mentioned at the beginning of the video that there are certain items in the Scroll of Fortune that do kind of make it worth it to purchase, at least somewhat. So this is kind of one of them, or at least this little jewel slot right here, because a lot of times they will actually have Kroger jewels, which are super powerful jewels that you can socket mostly onto pets. I'm pretty sure actually they are all onto pets. And what pretty much makes these jewels so rare is that you can only get them, I'm pretty sure, from select game cards in Texas. It might even only be limited to Austin, Texas, but I'm not really sure about that. But yeah, basically you can't get them out of the state of Texas, which makes them super, super rare, super powerful items. So, you know, I have actually purchased the Scroll of Fortune before. Funny story, actually, for these special jewels, because I do not live in Texas. There's really no way of me getting them, so I believe it was in the past there was a Mortal Toil Onyx here, which is the Maycast Mass Fane jewel, and I remember I bought the Scroll of Fortune just to get that because that is a very, very nice jewel to have. But god, if they're like starting to not put Kroger jewels in here at all, I mean, that just kind of makes the whole Scroll of Fortune even less worth it. So anyways, let's move on here. Blueprint tokens, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what those are for, but they can't be that good. 200 Lunari, you know, it's kind of just a lot of repeats. There's some magical clay, so a gauntlet reagent, it's like whatever. Raven, what the fuck is that? Hold on. I'm sorry, wait, what? Is this glitched or something? What's going on here? Ravenwood Initiate Shoes? What the, is that just like a real item? Okay, maybe it is. So that's, you know, obviously that doesn't have like any sort of special stat or power attributed to it, so whatever. Anyways, you have more spell elements. 3 participation trophies, it's just like whatever. And then you got these cool emotes, which I think is another aspect of the Scroll of Fortune that is actually semi-worth it because they are exclusive emotes. A lot of times they are really, really cool and they put a lot of effort into them. I mean, would you buy the entire Scroll of Fortune though just to get them? Maybe some people would, maybe some people wouldn't. That's kind of up to you, but I think that's one of the more worthwhile art items. So then now we have the Castle Magic Start. What is this? Starter set? Okay, anyway, that's Castle Magic. An apple tree. Wow, yeah, that's worth 15k. Death Drac idols, right? So just more Beast Moon right there. Fishing luck, gold, spellaments, and okay, there's another idol right here. I'm just going through this whole thing because I want to see if there's anything worthwhile in here. I did look at it before the video, but I just want to refresh myself. Yeah, no, nothing too good right here. Just like some semi-cool housing items. 1 energy elixir, that's a grand total of 250 crowns right there. Good job, KI. Magical clay, and then what do we got? More gold, shining scales, and then there's the farmer's hat right there. So yeah, I don't know if you want to do some fun little roleplay, that's there for you. Ice rune pack, initiate cat. Why is this? Okay, I'm sorry, but like, why is this in the Scroll of Fortune? What, like, I'm so confused. You can get gear that looks exactly like this in the bazaar or like from wooden chests. Sometimes I've gotten it before, so I don't really understand the point behind that. Strengthening runes, yeah, whatever. Decathlon, it's whatever. 3 amber, I guess that's like decent. I don't know. Amber itself, though, isn't even that rare these days. A triple animus elixir, Lunari, farmer's overalls. Oh my god, more spellments. 30 spellments isn't bad. But I just, like I said, I just hate spellments, and this isn't even going to get you that far, like in the grand terms of spellments just in general. What is this? 3x30 day autumn mobile mounts. Okay, so that's just a reskin of the Yuletide truck or whatever, and it's not even perm. It's not even perm. They don't even offer permanent mounts in these packs. More clay, idols, Lunari. It's like, you guys get the point. This is just ridiculous. Okay, there's like one of the first actual useful items, double pet XP for 3 hours, but there's many other ways that you can get these elixirs. It's just, I don't know, dude. Especially if you have membership, it's like, why? It's like, yeah, they're kind of nice to have, and sometimes you can stockpile a few of them, but it's just not that necessary. You know, more of that. Thunder and Lightning Globe, that's actually pretty cool, not gonna lie, but of course, it is locked behind the Scroll of Fortune paywall, so that's really cool. Random Elixir, you're not even guaranteed the Hyper Elixir, that's just there. Mega Snack Pack, yeah, yada yada yada. That's not even worth 2,500 crowns, don't even pay attention to that. Then yeah, you get the painting, which is like cool and all, and then some more gauntlet reagents, which you just don't need because you can literally join anyone's gauntlet if you have them as a friend, and maybe even you might not even need to have them as a friend. You just need to go to their house. And then of course another exclusive emote. So that's just, I just find that whole thing super dumb. It's like, why do you think people are just willing to fork over real money while most of the items in your so-called battle pass just pertain to side activities in the game that the majority of your player base just doesn't really do? It doesn't, that part's just never really made sense to me. It's like, why even make the Scroll of Fortune cost money and available to people when all of your items are literally worth like a few toenails and some scraps of lint? Like, I don't understand. Nothing here is just really that valuable. I'd only say like the cosmetics, as well as sometimes whatever jewel is in this slot right here, because sometimes it can be a Kroger jewel. Like, those are the only valuable things in this entire battle pass. There is 9 whole tiers. There is 9 whole tiers, each with 7 items. That's 63 items in total, and I would say like maybe 4 or 5 of these are worthwhile, and that's just awful to me. But anyways, that is pretty much going to be it for the video, everyone. I really hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope that you took something away from this video. In essence, the Scroll of Fortune sucks, and I just hope that most people do not actually give in to buying it. So that is pretty much it, though. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy, or subscribe to the channel, and subscribe to the channel, I can't speak, and / or subscribe to the channel. It would help me out very much, and I really would appreciate it. So anyways, I will see you all in the next video or stream. Take care, and peace out, everyone. Oh, but Phantom, if you purchase the Scroll of Fortune for 7,500 crowns, you could get 90 spellments in total, which is way better than opening up the spellman packs. Hush! Go watch my spellman video.